Hey everyone! Welcome back. I am back today with more of That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime, you guys. Last episode was very fun and definitely, I think, still kind of paved the way for, you know, coming occurrences. But it was a lot of fun, and I will briefly get into how I felt about it. But first off, I do just want to say if you are joining me early today, you know just what that means. It means you are one of my awesome patrons. Thank you so much. And as always, I'm sending up those big old hugs right through that screen. And if not, still thank you for joining me today. I'm glad you're here. I do hope you'll consider supporting me that way. The link to my Patreon is going to be in that description down below. And if you are joining me on those YouTubes, I hope you'll hit like and subscribe for me. Thank you so much for that. Yeah, so we had just kind of like this, I mean, I would say it was mostly a silly episode, but it's funny how even like the kind of like silliness, like there's so much kind of actual like importance going on around it, you know, like, yeah, we had this episode where like, you know, Rimuru has to go and like make an official statement to the Dwarf Kingdom about, you know, like what their nation is all about and everything. And, you know, it just kind of goes to show like, it's not just as simple as like, oh, we're just going to shake hands and like every once in a while, like say hi to each other, you know, it's like, no, it's a pretty big deal to like have an alliance. There's a lot to uphold. And then of course we had the silly, like, let's go and just goof off and go and see the pretty elf girls and oh my God, Gobta with the elf girls. And it's, you know, I gotta say, I don't know why you would think you could get away with that with Shuna and Shion. I just don't know why they thought they could get it. They would have gotten away with it had it not been for the one goblin who did actually just really tell them it just point blank, just all about what they were doing. But still, I feel like they would not have gotten away with it. I feel like you're just playing with fire there. Why would you want to make them mad? But, you know, even with that, it's interesting to see how Rimuru is like, oh, yeah, I'm just here, like, blown off steam. But also, I would like to present to you my new drink. And it's like, it's amazing, like, the drink, the potions, all the stuff that, like, we're using to kind of press our way further into the outside world and establish a nation. I mean, Rimuru is really... He made a one-off comment about like, oh, I was never good at giving morning speeches at work. I'm like, sweetheart, yeah, you are so far past where you were in your past life. Like, it's just not even funny. You rule a nation. Don't start with me. So, yeah, Rimuru is the best. So, although I still don't know how I feel about him taking all I don't know how young they are, actually. Like, I don't know. I always thought, like, Gobta and, like, a lot of the younger goblins were supposed to be, like, the equivalent of, like, teenage, I guess. But I could be wrong about that. Bunch of young, impressionable goblins. Don't know about that, Rimuru, but... oh, well. So, yeah, it was a fun episode. And, of course, we got that little bit at the end with getting this new character that was introduced in the previous episode, kind of established in Yoam's new crew, or Yoam's current crew, I should say. It's not really new. But, yeah, there's definitely something not good there. I really hope it turns out okay, because I don't think that... I'm not getting, like, bad vibes from the character, but we know that this has something to do with a favor. So, yeah. We'll see where it goes, I guess. But, alright, guys. So, without further ado, what do you say we go ahead and jump right into the next episode of That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime. Let's go. That's right, they still had the finals to take. Huh? What? Please tell me you're faking them out. Yeah! Yay! Good job! Right. Chess is gonna come in. Okay, yeah. Aww, you'll always be in here. You have some manga to produce, sir. Parasite! Nice! Heck yeah! I reacted to Parasite, so a lot of you know that. Where, bro, this is probably what it has to do with. We're bringing this individual to the JTF. Oh, no. Okay. Oh. We don't really have that in other parts of the world. Right. Yay! It's a dog! Hi, doggy. Okay. Oh, are we here to, like, spy and assess the threat level, maybe? That would make sense. There it is. Clayman. Wasn't sure if it's Clayman or Clayman. Yeah, pretty much. I see. Dang it. Well, that would explain why we're so good at using magic. Oh, lessons are going well, I see. I mean, we're pretty tough, to be fair. This will toughen you up. Everyone stop pointing out the fact that this person is female and therefore cannot fight. It's so not true. You're about to be an underling. She must be like, I'm so sick of hearing that. Yeah, you're an underling now. Congrats. Well, heck yeah. Huh? Whoa, okay. Way to bring down the mood, but alright. Oh! Gauta being all... Oh, I see. You are forming a mutiny here. Yeah, what have I got myself into here? You know what's gonna happen, Muran. It's all gonna grow on Muran. How is this gonna work? Okay. Muran's just playing along. No. So it's not enough. Whoa, it's not enough against him. Should you not know this one, student? And yeah, and we're all beat up. Got it. Here's the thing, though. Don't underestimate. Oh, meanwhile, Muran's getting a lot of info here. Someone's talking about you. That we can agree on. Oh, we're reading Parasite! I know that feeling. I know that feeling. Nice. Wow, so... We're not trying to swindle anybody, yeah. Mm-hmm. Right. Oh. That's true. I mean, that's kind of what an alliance is about. You're getting a lot of attention here, Rimuru. I wouldn't... Yeah. I don't think Rimuru realizes, like, how fast they're growing. Mm-hmm. It's gonna be people after what you've got. Okay, so I feel like a lot of people are still writing this off as place for monsters. Got it. So this is the king. This is it. You're gonna get some attention. Got it. That's why they look more human when they're evolved. Wow. Dang, we're gonna do a full-on invasion? Archbishop. We've mentioned the church a few times. People really don't like... Okay, so they're still plotting. So they already had plans to take them out. They just want a country to kind of come in and assist. Oh, crap. Oh, no. And Yoam's from Falmuth. Oh, man. This whole thing has just become so overly political. It's a threat to them, and so they're just going to do whatever they have to do. What? Other worlders? What? Oh, my God. We're going to get to see some of the other worlders? So they're going to rampage a little bit and then come back. Secret art. Oh, crap. Oh, no. Ugh, that was such a noisy maid. No. I don't like this. I don't like this. Are these the other worlders? Oh. What kind of powers do we all have? Yeah, what kind of agreement are we into? Does this person control us or something? Okay, got it. So we kind of like are employed. Well, see, Rimuru's trying to change that. Oh. They just, yeah, they're being kind of almost like more or less held against their will. Yeah, see, Rimuru is not prepared for the kind of like nastiness that some will scheme. Oh man, we still have that. Oh, Milam, what are you doing? Why are you with Clayman? Oh, that's not a good... wait, what? All right, you guys. I gotta say, that was such a good one. I mean, I love seeing Rimuru just kind of make friends, make alliances, influence the way that only he can. But there's one thing we kind of haven't dealt with a lot yet, and that is like with any kind of political anything comes like just a buttload of corruption. It's inevitable. And so far we've been pretty lucky to deal with kingdoms that are, you know, I don't want to say they're primitive, but I feel like they almost have not, maybe they've experienced it, because even the Dwarf King said like he had to do stuff to kind of appease certain leaders and everything. But I feel like what we're seeing now with the Falmuth Kingdom is kind of more similar to like what we will recognize from our own history in this world. And that is just kind of the corruption that can take place when you have a nation, a government so large that, you know, you start, you know, having influences from other like groups such as the church. And they've mentioned the church a few times now. And, you know, just basically, you don't want any threat to your own establishment, your own, you know, instead of making alliances, instead of doing what's right for your kingdom, you kind of seek to destroy others that would, you know, threaten you getting further ahead. It's inevitable, guys. And I gotta say, it's like one of the only things that we haven't like really heavily encountered yet is that kind of like political corruption. Dang it. I mean, if they came in and invaded and just were like, look, you're getting big, you have resources we want, we're going to come take them. That would even be one thing, because then at least we're all on the same page. But if they're going to be sneaky and snarky about it and come in and be like, oh, you hurt one of our own, and if they're going to like frame the JTF, that's going to be very, very bad, because that's tricky. Like, we're not prepared for that. You know what I mean? We're not prepared for that kind of like trickery. But man, they're going to come in. The plan is to have them set right up. To have Rimuru and JTF set right up. And I gotta say, the fact that they're sending in other worlders, I really hope it's going to work to our benefit, because no one at this point has any idea that Rimuru himself is an other worlder. So I'm really hoping that like once they go in and meet Rimuru and get to know him a little bit, if we even get that far, I mean, if they're just going to be sent in there to rampage and come back, then maybe we won't even get that far. But if we did get that far and we really knew what Rimuru was all about and made that connection and saw what he was trying to build and everything, I feel like maybe they wouldn't follow through with, they'd be like, you know what, to heck with this, like we're gonna go live in the JTF. I could be wrong, I don't know. I mean, they seem very jaded, as you would be if you were kind of, if you lost everything, you know, your home and everything. And then it seems like they're more or less like imprisoned. I do not recall if these are students of Shizu's or not, but I don't know how they would like come to be kind of almost held captive, you know. It's certainly, there's an exchange. There's, you know, yeah, we're kept in like good stuff, but they doesn't seem like they have their freedom either. They don't have the choice to like walk away from it. So I don't know what's fully going on there, but it is not good. But I really, really am hoping for like, cause man, if only they met Rimuru, they would make an instant connection. And that would at least like step one of the plan will be thwarted. So I don't know, guys. This is the kind of thing, like it's one thing to just kind of like take someone in a straight on fight. This, I feel like, is different, you know? This is the kind of, like, icky stuff. This is, like, icky politics, you know? It was inevitable. It was in any world, and you're gonna get at least one nation that's just being icky. And that's just a fact. All right, guys. Fingers crossed. Wishing the best for... This would be a really good time for Diablo to show up and help out. Maybe this is how we're going to get Diablo up in the mix. I don't know. All right, guys. So certainly we have a lot of scheming factors. We have a spy in JTF. We have people trying to take JTF down. I knew as soon as we started to get big, I'm like, but This means there will be more eyes on us, and that is not always a good thing. It doesn't have to be bad. It doesn't mean this is going to be the end of the JTF, but we're going to have to deal with some stuff. So, it was a great episode. Definitely setting up some stuff to take place later on. Getting to see some new faces, getting to know new people and everything. New kingdoms and whatnot. Falmuth seems like it's going to be tough to deal with. So fingers crossed that we will get this all sorted out and that no one's going to make JTF look bad and try to bring them down, and just it's all going to work out. So I mean, so far everyone who's tried to take them down, we've ended up winning over. You know what I mean? The thing is, the leaders of Falmuth don't seem like they value like loyalty and stuff like that. So I don't know, it's good, but I bet maybe the other worlders do. Hopefully. So we'll see. We'll see. But great episode. I can't wait to see where it's all going. I have a feeling it's going to get worse before it gets better, but we'll just hang in there and figure it all out, right, guys? So, all right. Thank you so much for joining me today. Please be sure to join me next time. It's going to get intense, guys. I could just about guarantee it. So I will need you there to help me out. We will watch it together. Bye for now, guys.